Let's see, where's my roller? There it is. All right, you're standing. All right. Let's see which way. I went that way. There we go. I don't get to play with the remote at home. Sorry. I don't get to play with the remote at home. All right, so no weight to start with. So put your weights down for a minute. You gotta warm up. It's early in the morning. Sit, stand. So sit back in your heels. Don't let your heels come up. Heels stay down. Keep your hips going. Oh my gosh. All right. This is what we have to warm up. Drop. Make sure your heels stay. You're still coming forward on the ball of your feet. Sit in your heels. See how your heels. Can you feel your heels coming up? Okay, roll it. Keep back weight so you can feel your heels. Lower. Stay in your heels. Stay in your heels. And push up. So you can't go so low. That's your range of motion right now. I know it's a little humbling. It's okay. Let's do a couple more. One. Nice. Shake out your legs. So again, this might be a little humbling. It's okay. So we're going to start with a 5-pound weight because I need to warm things up. So, hand to the chin. Doesn't matter which one. So, supporting arm is pressing yourself away from the chair, knees are soft. That weight's going to come back to your hip, not your waist. Take it to your hip, then your elbow. Then your elbow, there you go. And set it right back down. Do it again. Pull up, set it down, pull up, set it down. Get your heels. Just weighten up that shoulder a little bit. Do a couple more. Let's switch sides. So when you stand up, you can feel your hamstrings. Yeah. So again, press yourself away from the chair. Weight goes to your hip. Abs are in. Let's do a couple more. Last one. All right, so we're gonna fix a few things. Flat back. So when you're standing up, shoulder blades can kind of pull together. These are soft. You're hinting at your hips, but you want to keep that flatness, not here. That's what's happening. Just so put your hand in the chair. So level your shoulders parallel to the floor. You're very grounded. Pull your shoulder blades together. Squeeze this part together. Stand up. I know, right? So squeeze here. Squeeze my hands. Now go over. Take that out. Bend your knees. Keep squeezing. Keep squeezing. Keep squeezing. Does that feel different? Yes. Yes. Go ahead and stand up. Relax for a minute. It's not easy, right? It's, like I said, it's things that you're like, but I should be able to do this. Well, you get there. So when I think about folding over, I keep this straight, and you have to stick your tush up, bend your knees, right? So it should feel like your tush is sticking out. Pull your chin up. And in the chair. There you go. Does that make sense? You might want to go profile so you can take a peek over in the mirror and start fixing, doing self-fix, because it helps your brain go, this is what I'm supposed to do. Because when you're standing up, you're fine. But when you stand over, it gets really round. Bend your knees. Yep, you can bend your knees and go to the flat back. Much easier than that, because that's about all I get. Straight hips. All right, so we're switching out. We're going to go with the 8-pound weight this time. So, turn your chair quarter turn. So when you can put your hand in the chair and still see me, but I want you to take a peek over at yourself when you're doing this, right? Flat back over. Because you can catch me in the mirror as well. Put your hand in the chair for support. Nice. Your shoulders are parallel to the floor. Ready? Pull up to your hip, back to your hip, back to your hip. Catch your booty. The weight goes way back here. Pull up. Can you feel the difference? Now that really has to work a little more. Abs are in, flatten back more. Shoulder blades are together. Go one more. Let's switch. Nice flat back. So I want you to think about your shoulder blade. Right? As you pull that elbow up, that shoulder blade goes toward your spine. Squeeze your back. Because this is not an arm exercise. This is a back exercise. One more. And relax. So what usually doesn't happen is when I pull, my shoulder blade doesn't move. What is supposed to happen is I pull, my shoulder blade goes towards my spine. Like I'm trying to sleep. Like, if someone put ice down your back and go, ooh, that's the action. Right? One of those 5-pound weights. So nice flat back again. I'm at a high angle. I'm not trying to take it out. Leave it in. So go profile, look in here. Right? Then, there you go. Take the weights to your hips, just like you did before. Squeeze your blades together. Squeeze your blades together. Can you feel that upper back now? Good. Two more. We're going to go right into reverse slides from here. Lift through the elbows. It's not big. Lift the elbows. Lift the elbows. Squeeze your back. Squeeze your back. Don't hunch. Don't hunch. Shoulders just stay put. Couple more. Last one. And rest. You can feel the back side of your body. Just bend it over. Go ahead, rest for a sec. So in 9:30 class, we work on this connecting. When we do a class like this, we're hoping it's already connected, right? Squeezing, learning how to move your shoulders, to cinch your shoulder blades. I talk about clenching glutes. Well, I'm clenching my back, or I'm clenching into my chest, right? All those pieces have to happen if we muscle growth. All right, so I'm gonna move these weights completely out of the chair. We're gonna do some stand up, sit down stuff. Just like we do in class, right? Here we go. Nice and tall. So feet slide underneath you. As we stand up, you're gonna push your heels into the floor. There you go. And yes, you should feel the chair. Lower, drive, lower, drive, lower. And every time we do this, abs are pulling up and in. One more. Go ahead and stay up. We're gonna grab the 8-pound weights. I know, this is gonna be fun, right? So, squeeze your glutes. Have a seat. You see that I'm still pitched forward. Drive through the heels. Drive through the heels. And I know it's 16 pounds, but it's amazing how much 16 pounds feels after a while. Press through. And sit. Press through. And sit. Let's do 2 more. Press through. 1 more. Have a seat. Relax for a second. We'll do these again. Can you feel all the pieces? Yes, ma'am. I know, right? I'd like to be able to leave this in 9:30 class, and just not there yet. Here we go again. So nice and tall through the chest. Ready? Exhale up. Squeeze your tush. Seat. Right through the heels. Abs are pulled up and in. Nice. 2 more stand-ups. 1 more. And go ahead and sit right back down. And change weights. In front of the general, lean back. So it's not that I want to cave in. I want to keep this just solid. Put your arms hang for just a second. Think about reaching your weights. Push your weights to the floor so your shoulders are engaged. Now, can you feel the back of the chair on your arms? Don't let it move off the chair. Just going to bend your elbows. It's a very isolated bicep curl. Can you feel your abs working? Yeah, everything's maintained. But it's putting the total workload on those biceps instead of letting them cheat. Couple more. And up rest. So you should feel. And you're like, geez, you gotta start somewhere. When I have your arm in that position, it makes the whole bicep work. When they're here, it works the bicep, but when I have it a little bit more elongated, but in a long position, it has to work harder. That's why the 5-pound weights are like, because like this is no big deal, right? I just put you in positions that make you work harder, and then we don't have to do as much. Does that make sense? Right? So again, let your body come back. Shoulders reach for the floor. Ready? Squeeze up. And again, I'm keeping my arms, back my arms on the back part of the chair. Make sure you fully extend. Don't cheat me now. All the way up. All the way up. And the whole time your biceps are engaged. So your abs. Let's do one more side like this. And up. Shake out your arms. So you definitely feel this. So we started with a warm up, and then we did back muscles, back and biceps go together. Okay? Anytime we pull, that's back and biceps. I don't know what you know and what you don't know. So I'm not trying to mansplain anything, but all right, we're gonna go to the back of the chair. Now, I'm not on the back of the chair, but I can feel my waistline and my glutes on the chair. Lift yourself up. So my palms are still facing front. Squeeze your armpits. There you go. We're going to the side. Out to the side. So palms facing. There you go. Push the outside of your. There we go. Take it down. Pull. Can you feel your back working? Yeah. So it's a variation on a hammer curl. Let's do just one more. And rest. But getting that back engaged and then adding the bicep. It's time to do a soft move. Go ahead. So if you spread your shoulder blades, you should be able to feel it, a good stretch right now. Same thing. Push the waist to the floor, squeeze your armpit, lift your body up. Abs are tight. Ready? Touch the outside of your shoulder with the weight. Outside of shoulder. Nice. Just one more. Can you release? And rest. Yeah. Because I know you have stuff. I'm trying to figure out how to build this up without yelling at you. Like that, build it up without it yelling at you.
Oh, yeah.
And I want you to be able to function. So some people think weightlifting should be, oh, I can't move the next day. I believe that most of us have work of some sort and have to be able to function. So I like feeling it, but I don't want to be so sore I can't move or I don't function. All right, so we're going to do that same concept, right? But we're going to turn our thumbs to the back wall. So our palms will face either the ceiling or the shoulders. Yeah, so there's a big rotation, push the weights, lift the body, right? And it should feel a little different. Can you feel lower down on the sides of your back? Yeah, your lats are having to engage a little bit more now. Nice. One more. One more. And rest. I tend to work back muscles a lot more than in the chest. And we work chest all day long, basically. How's your biceps feeling? You definitely know they're there right now. So I want to switch our weights to the heavier ones. We're going chest. So your chest can hang out pretty good with the heavier weights. So in order to work chest, we need to scooch down in the chair. Yep. So, okay, think about the angles. If I'm pressing up, my chest really isn't working too much. There's nothing going on. But when I lean back, it engages, right? So we're gonna put the weights right in front of your shoulders. Scooch more down in the chair. So you're really reclining, now squeeze your abs. Really press the weights to the ceiling and come down. Find your chest muscles. Find your chest, that's it. You should feel the whole front side of the body working. You do get a little shoulder out of this because we're working the upper chest. One more. Rest. Right? So this whole top line. So a lot of people do nothing but flat bench, which is fine, but it only works the middle aspect of your pec, really. And most of us are really
What are your pecs? What are your pecs?
Your chest. Your pectoralis, major and minor. So pecs are your chest. And it's a sheath, a muscle that runs to the side. And you have to work different angles. That's why a lot of the benches at the gyms have different angles. So you can work different aspects, right? So I like working upper chest because that's the weaker aspect of the chest. Because everybody does flat bench all the time. All the time. So here we go again, make sure you recline that. So we're about at the 45 degree. Shoulders are cinched together, ready? Press up. Press up, nice. And you can keep your chin tucked on this one. Whatever is comfortable. 6, keep your shoulders down. Make your chest work, not your shoulders. Let's do 2 more. 1 more. And rest. How's things? Can you feel? Yeah. Like I said, it's a little uncomfortable. It's okay. We're gonna add to this though. So we've been doing just straight. So we're going to go palms away with rotation toward each other and then back away. Find your core. Palms to me first. As you press up, rotate. Rotate back to me. Rotate together. Rotate to me. There you go. Now you're going to do a little more shoulder with this one. Squeeze your everything. Find your chest. And 2 more. 1 more. And bring it down, rest. So you're just doing simple sets of 10 upstairs. You might be sore tomorrow since you haven't it's rotten. It's okay. It'll go away. You don't have class on Thursday, so.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This month's gonna be rough. Good morning, Nicole. Didn't mean to ignore you. So, if you wanted to do another video, just like what you've been doing when we've had doctor's appointments and whatnot, just go back and find something you like and I highly suggest doing that on a daily basis and not just one-on-one. Yeah, it just expedites things. And then Monday's not so rough. Right? All right, you're gonna do that one again. Squeeze your everything, ready? Oh, palms to me. Press, there you go. Squeeze your core. 3, 4, nice. 5, 6, so 10, 7, 8, 9, one more. Bring it up, rest. So doing class is great, but it's what you do the other 23 hours in the day is just as important. A lot of people just go home and sit, and I see no change. But if we have activity throughout the day, I'm not saying you have to be busy all 24 hours a day, that is not it. But you can't sit for hours and hours and hours and expect miracles to happen. Well, I guess you could, if you wanted,
That's something good.
yeah, you gotta have something to do. All right, let's go ahead and switch out to a little lighter weight just because we're going to do the flies in the chair. And I want to make sure your shoulder's not going to tweak on you. So when we do flies in the chair, we're still going to have that angle. We just do it. Shoulders are really locked in. Like I can feel my lats pulling down on my shoulders, right? My arms don't float back here. It puts my shoulder at risk. They can come even or here, but I don't need them out here because that puts too much stress on that little muscle. And I would call it a little muscle even if you're a bodybuilder. It's just a strip of muscle compared to our quads. All right, so find your angle. Press to the ceiling. Bring your elbows out to the side. There you go. Open. And all the way back up. You should feel across that top line of your chest. That's the reason we went a little lighter, because we're going out more. Work smart. One more. And a press. I was like, listening to Taylor for like the last 45 minutes. That's because I had it on repeat last night. There it is. I was like, it just caught my ear.
How many classes do you teach today?
Today, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 3 private lessons, and then 6 classes. Yeah.
And it varies per day.
Oh, yeah. Thursdays are my lighter days, so that's when I get to go, like, make doctor's appointments and whatnot. But, yeah. I prefer it that way. I don't sit well. In fact, when I do sit, I go to sleep and, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm bored. All right, let's go again, sing on. So again, everything's pulled up. Elbows are out, ready? Open. Squeeze your belly. How's your shoulders doing?
Okay.
Okay. Don't drop your arms so much. You're dropping too low.
Too low.
Yeah, there you go. One more. And rest. I've never been one to sit still very long. And when I sit still, I get sleepy. Yeah. Well, part of it, like yourself, I mean, I was actually good. I was going to sleep early last night. It was 11:30. I got up 4:20 this morning. Yeah.
Everything.
Similar. Sometimes it's 12, 1 o'clock, and then I get up 5:30. Yeah.
You should go do that. I'm not sure. This is,
It's not a healthy lifestyle.
well, at least I don't have a big trucker,
Honestly, my brother has that, and yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. When you get that belly on,
but no exercise.
right?
Every lights on.
And their legs get really thin because they don't have to use them. I mean, yes, you walk and stuff like that, but doing this stuff doesn't take a lot of work. And this happens after a while. It's all good. We're gonna change the hands on this. Same thing. Palms are going to face me. Now, pull your shoulders down in your back. Go slow. And come up. Feel the difference in the work. This one makes me shake a little bit. So don't drop so quick. And don't go so low. You don't need to go low. You just need to go. You can feel your lats engage. Like, okay. Even though this is a chest exercise, one more. Squeeze your chest, bring it down, rest. Yeah, our jobs can be very detrimental to our physical well-being. And yes, as a truck driver, your sleep patterns are pretty messed up. And that's a hard lifestyle because lack of sleep and lack of
sleep. And I'll be honest with you, I used to have a lot of pillows.
yeah. My uncle, I had uncles that did the same thing. Yeah. So, sometimes we just do what we have to do to get by. I don't know if they still have that mentality in this new generation. I don't want to get all into that, but I don't think so. But, so I got my leg up there. Palms face me, shoulders are back and down. Engage all your core muscles. Because you're working abs work through all of this. I don't know if you feel them or not, but your whole upper body is firing up. 6. And one more. And then you have the dietary stuff. Like when you're on the road, you really can't eat. I mean, you can eat healthy to a certain extent, but perfect. We're just gonna grab one piece. Sit all the way in the back of the chair. I'm gonna turn my chair so you can see where I'm at. So when I have the weight, I'm bringing my elbows back here, and the weight stays in this area. I don't want it to come over your head, because that means my elbows are moving forward and back. My shoulder stays put. It's just straightening and bending the arm. Yeah? So I like holding the weight like a goblet. Right? Push all the way up. Touch the chair. All the way up and touch your back. Whatever range of motion you have. Squeeze your belly. And because we're leaning back, your abs are engaged again. One more. Bring it up over. Rest for a second. This is really good on that shoulder range of motion. If we were sitting up doing the same thing, right? It's not that I couldn't do it this way, but when I lean back and keep that same angle, now I have gravity really like that extra little pull, which I kind of like. So when you're doing this, I think about my shoulder blades pushing into the chair, and I think about my elbows actually reaching towards the ceiling. And then I extend up, so then I get that little extra that I'm looking for. And here we go. Push your hands towards the ceiling first. Drop your shoulder blades, ready? Drop, push, drop, push. Breathing in, keep breathing, and stop. Can you feel your quads working? Like everything up front's working. One more. Great, put that weight down. So you should feel your upper body. Like, we didn't get crazy, but just enough to wake things up, right? Again, I want you to be able to function today and tomorrow. You come to class later? Perfect. That'll actually be really nice because then you can get some loosened up, exactly. All right, so we're going to, I'm going to say profile to you. You can see in the mirror. I'm going to lay back. Pull your abs in. Your right knee is just going to fly up. Ready? Go up, go up. Now squeeze your belly. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2. Now switch legs. Up, squeeze your abs in. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. Rest. My dad sold cars for a living, and he'd leave the house by 6:30 a.m. and he'd get home at 6:30 p.m. and work 6 days a week. And when he'd get home, he'd lay on the couch.
That's where you got that one.
Yeah. He would lay on the couch, fall asleep, wake up, eat dinner, go back on the couch, watch wrestling, of course. And he had the gut. He also smoked. He didn't drink, but he smoked. And yeah, he died at 62. So it's like I have all the bad genetics that he had, and my mom as well. Whether diabetic, cardiac problems, blah, blah, blah. I've already had all that. Do you like that? The only thing I haven't had, not one, is diabetes. So it's important for me to not go through that. I don't mind working long days, but I'm physically active where he was not. So, all right, coming back. All right, so you know what your abs feel like when you bring your knees in. You're gonna alternate. Right first, ready, go. Right, left, right, left. So switch, switch. So there's always a foot coming up or down, like you're on a bicycle. Right, left, right, left. Put your abs in. And 4, out of 3, out of 2, rest for a second. Now, before he sold cars, he worked at Sears doing selling sewing machines and vacuums. And that was when it was down in
Front Street.
no, not Front Street, the other one, in the northeast area, off of 35. Anyway, there was a big Sears room up in that area, and he gained a whole bunch of weight when they put that candy. Remember how they used to sell that candy? The candy place was here, sewing machine was back in the yard. It's been a long time ago. It's amazing what you remember. He had his first heart attack when I was 10 years old. I remember my sister on one side, she was 15, I was 10, helping him go down all the steps to the police car because he refused to get by ambulance. And one of the things that sticks out the most is he asked me to go get the cigarettes for him. Yeah, that was my first medical emergency, right? Lean back, we're gonna do it again. We're gonna go a little faster, ready? Ready to go, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Keep going. Abs are tight. At 4, at 3, at 2, one more. Rest. So those help kind of make me decide real hard and fast when I started having all kinds of medical issues at age 20. I had my gallbladder at age 20. Yeah, and then my appendix, yeah, and then my thyroid acted up, yeah. Like, I don't have a lot of parts anymore, so
When
when I turned 35. I was 35 when I was like, I gotta make some changes since I've lost over 100 pounds. Yeah, so it can happen. I didn't take any pills. This is what I did. You know, you just have to work. Not everybody wants to work. And sometimes weight loss or getting healthy, whatever you want to call it, is more upstairs than it is physical. So, all right, here we go. So your right foot, you're just gonna tap your ankle. You ready? And go. Tap your ankle. Tap, tap. You feel the lower part of your abdominals. 3 more. 2 more. Switch legs. Go left. Go left. Range motion in that hip. Widen your abs. 4, 3, 2. Rest. So range motion with your hips, abdominals, and your thighs. So, you know, having all those factors, my mom owned a beauty salon in the back of the house, and she worked just as much as my dad did. Basically, she owned the business. She had a little more flexibility because 4 kids running places, you know. So, yes, that's where I got my customer service skills and my work ethics. So, I don't know if they're good work ethics or bad work ethics.
They are.
But, you know, I try to be independent and not all females feel that way. They want to be taken care of. If something would happen to my husband, I can stand on 2 feet. And I think that's important for everybody, not just females, males too, whatever. Be able to stand on their own 2 feet. All right, here we go again. We're gonna alternate these. You ready? Starting with your right. Right foot, left foot. Right foot, left. Right, left. We're gonna pick up the pace. You ready? Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. 4, 3, 2, 1 more, and rest. But you can feel the range of motion, feel all the stuff. All right, here we go. You're gonna sit to the side of the chair. You're gonna take your right leg back. You might keep your weights out or whatever. I'm sitting all the way in the back of the chair, by the way. Relax the leg. Lean back on the chair. You feel that full stretch. You don't have to work at it because it's there. I think the hardest part is relaxing. Because if you hold on to it, it doesn't stretch. Oh yeah. We're going to take the leg to the side and turn your toe up. So more to the groin, and we're just going to lean forward. So you get more into that hamstring. Can you feel your side at all? Reach up. There you go. So take that shoulder towards the back wall, your left shoulder. So it's not about leaning back, it's about rotating. Nice. We're gonna take this leg and cross it. Nice and tall, and rotate to your right. And let's switch sides. And again, make sure your body weight's in the chair. Take the leg back. And again, I'm just going, this one I actually lean back on. So if we were standing up and our arms were here, it would be a crescent lunge in yoga. Right? And it just opens up that whole front side of the body. But those hip flexors and quads get really tight. And you don't want to let go like this one. So if you pound on a little bit, it gives up. And come up. Foot goes to the side, turn your toes to the clock. And again. So I use my lower leg to help open up my shoulders. Trying to figure out why my waistline is sore today. I don't know what I did. When I get sore, I'm trying to figure out what I did the day before. Something. And it takes a lot for me to get sore. And we're going to rotate to the left. Don't get me wrong, I've done it before. Not as much as it used to be. All right, so we're going to sit in the straddle position. Forearm goes on your thigh. Reach over the top. Push your left hip into the chair. And we're going to fold. You put that forearm on the thigh. Going to take your left arm to your left leg. Reach up. Stretch, push your right hip into the chair. And we're going to fold again into the leg. We're going to put your elbows on the chair. I know, you should tell me. What's that?
I said, geez.
Yeah, you can put them on your thighs if this is too much of a stretch. Round your back and reach. Now you know where all the techniques is, right?
Yes.
Hands on your knees, roll up one vertebrae at a time, and roll up those hands. So that would be a good stretch for you to play with. Because you can feel all of this go. Nice. You made it. Thank you. Bye, Nicole.